All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first points paying race of Season 3 of the NAPRA Holley HP Cup Series, and that is the Daytona 500, the Super Bowl of stock car racing. It's going to be 50 laps the distance today at the 2.5-mile Daytona International Speedway. Our starting lineup on the pole in the Zest Ford, we have J.J. Hartnett. On the outside pole, Rookie of the Year contender Ian Dutta in the E.J. Wade Ford. Starting third, we have Denver Matchett in the Captain Crunch Impala. And to his outside, Garrett Sidnor, another rookie contender in the Reddit Impala. And Impalas swept the Can-Am duels, winning both. The question is, can they sweep the weekend and win the 500 as well? Starting inside the third row in the Wilson Security Dodge, we have Zachary Fitzwater Sr. To his outside is J.D. Scott, another rookie contender in the Arctic Toyota number 98. Starting next, we have Joshua Sim, another rookie contender in the Jimmy Means Racing Alka-Seltzer Pontiac. To his outside, Jonathan Fitzwater in the Snickers Ford. Next, we have another rookie contender, Chris Dollarton in the Liberty University Whataburger Buick, the only Buick in the field. And next to him, we have another rookie, Matt Johnson in the Hardee's Ford, the Retro Cale Yarborough scheme. Another rookie starts inside the next row, which is Joshua Sekuli in the Advanced Auto Parts Taurus. And to his outside, another rookie contender, L.J. Toledo in the Nationwide Chevrolet. Starting on the inside of the seventh row is Andrew Davis in the National Guard Toyota. To his outside, rookie Charles Sanford in the Aris Toyota. Starting 15th, we have Carson Scott in the Rhino Linings Ford. To his outside, rookie contender Robert Kubat in the Pennsylvania Lottery Chevrolet. Gardner Racing occupies the next row, followed with Kyle Lynch in the Office Depot Chevrolet and his boss on his outside, Johnny Gardner in the Interstate Batteries Chevrolet. Next, we have O'Neill Baldwin in the Scott's Miracle Grow Dodge. To his outside, Devin Becker in the Haas Monster Energy Ford. Rookie contender Chelsea Bowles starts inside the next row in the Viva Vantage Chevrolet. To her outside, Randy Claflin in the Red Robin Burgers Ford. We have a mother-daughter team occupying the next row. Becca Tellier in the Pepsi Ford, and her mom, Kat Tellier, in the Tasty Cake Lincoln on her outside. Next, we have John Arndt, another rookie contender in the Zaxby's Impala. To his outside, Daniel Voiles in the Cheerios Ford, the retro Johnny Benson paint scheme. Inside next row, we have Jason Haywood in the Jack Daniels Tennessee Honey Ford. To his outside, in the Miller Lite Ford, we have Dylan Poteet. Inside next row, NNSCRA President Seth Cole in the Geico Dodge. To his outside, Quentin Moore in the Morgan Shepherd Tribute Impala. Tyler Lyman occupies the inside of the next row in the Dixon Pencils Ford. To his outside, Philip Goldberg in the M&M's Ford. Rookie Ethan Sale starts inside the next row in the Dustless Blasting Toyota. And another rookie contender to his outside, Daniel Olson in the Super 8 Motels Ford. Inside the next row, we have Bob Sire in the U.S. Army Impala, and to his outside, J.T. Bryant in the Shell Pennzoil Ford. Inside the next row, we have J.R. Tellier in the Lowe's Chevrolet, to his outside, rookie contender Paul Minnick in the Advocare Ford. Starting inside the next row is Keith Batson, NAPRA President in the Texaco Haviland Lincoln. And to his outside, rookie Jordan Anderson in the only Nissan in the field, the Mountain Dew Pitch Black Maxima. And starting in the last row to the inside, we have Jeff Toledo in the retro Darrell Waltrip Tide Scheme Chevrolet. And to his outside, Kyle Matthews in the Kings Island Chevrolet. Now let's go and get the command to start engines.
Say it with me. Drivers, start your...
And the command has been given as the field gets ready to roll down pit road. Right behind that beautiful black C7 Corvette pace car. 50 laps the distance. Pit stops will play a factor. And also, of course, the dreaded occurrence at Daytona, the big one. As they make their way onto the backstretch, we have about half a lap left until the start. And that silence was, I was going to try to get you the breakdown of how many of each car are in the field, but I wrote it down somewhere and now I can't find it. So, sorry about that. As they come into turn 3, getting ready to go green, the pace car will make that hard left turn. And as Larry McReynolds, excuse me, I can't talk tonight for some reason. As Larry McReynolds would say, reach up and pull those belts tight one more time. And are you ready, folks, for the start of Season 3? I know I am. Pace car makes the turn. Ian Dutta and pole sitter Emmanuel Hartnett will lead the field to the line. Green is out, and we are racing. The Daytona 500 is underway. Emmanuel Hartnett gets the jump into turn 1. And Denver Matchett goes to the inside. He wants second. He's going to get it. And it looks like Zachary Fitzwater Sr. is going to get third in that Wilson Security Charger. But it doesn't look like he's satisfied with third. He's going to try to go for second on Denver Matchett. However, Matchett's going to keep second position. Fitzwater will slot into third. Ian Dutta get caught on the outside there. Not the place you want to be at Daytona. You're just going to go backwards and not really gain anything. And Emmanuel Hartnett will lead lap 1. 209.439 miles an hour, but I'll tell you, the second lap is going to be a lot faster, as I do run the super speedways unrestricted, just like they did in the old days. And for those of you rookies who don't know, the points format is run on the old points. There are no chase spots. I don't award bonus points. The races won't be... I don't award bonus points except for the standard bonus points. The races won't be split into stages. None of that. It's old-fashioned. If you finish first, you're going to in the points. You're going to win the championship, but that's through 40 races. And Emmanuel Hartnett continues to lead, followed by Denver Matchett and Zachary Fitzwater in their own small breakaway. Now, as you see, we've got some more cars joining that group, so it wasn't such a breakaway after all. And it went from 209 miles an hour to 229 miles an hour. So, as I said, the speeds definitely did increase. Looks like the top 9 or 10 have their own little breakaway, followed by the next group of cars. We're going to make a quick run back through the field. We've got Hartnett in first, Matchett second. Well, it looks like we're under caution, so we can forget about that. Let's go to the... Oh, it looks like Keith Batson was involved. Well, let's see what happened to him. As we back up to see what happened to the Texaco Haviland Lincoln. Oh, it doesn't even look like he was the original cause of it. Let's go to the far chase view and see what caused that. We'll slow-mo it. Looks like Goldberg bounced it off the wall. Ho! We had the 92 car of Tyler Lyman, I believe, caused that wreck. I believe he went off the wall. And came down into, I want to say he came down into Quentin Moore, but don't quote me on it. No, he cut across the nose of Dylan Poteet into J.T. Bryant. Both of those cars spin. And then looks like we had two separate incidents. That the 39 of Batson got a piece of. And let's see what this other incident was. And Philip Goldberg involved in that incident, heavy damage to the M&M's Camry. Looks like Dylan Poteet might have come up across the nose of Daniel Olson. But it looks like Poteet may have already been a little loose from the original incident anyway. Yeah, he gets down into Jordan Anderson in the 56, which bounces him back up the track, where he is, I thought I was going to say hit by Paul Minnick, but no. He was out of control. Olson hits him, and then Goldberg hits him and hits the wall. Olson hits the wall, which, of course, he's just pushing the Miller Lite Ford down the track. Batson, with nowhere to go, gets together with Olson. And that's pretty much the name of the game there on that one. And we're back live. Let's go back to the front of the field. And we'll see right quick if pit stops occurred where the lights on the pace car are still on. I don't know that they did. It appears that maybe some cars went down pit road. Oh no, a lot of cars went down pit road. I think everybody did. Yeah, it looks like everybody made pit stops. And we'll run through the field. We got Hartnett first. Matchett second. Zachary Fitzwater Sr. third. Dollerton fourth. Sim fifth. Sekuli sixth. Davis seventh. Sidnor 8th. Outside pole sitter Ian Dutta 9th. Matt Johnson rounds out the top 10. Then we have Chelsea Bowles, Carson Scott, O'Neill Baldwin, Jonathan Fitzwater, Becca Tellier, J.D. Scott, Charles Sanford, Jason Haywood, J.R. Tellier, and Seth Cole round out your top 20, followed by L.J. Toledo, Robert Kubat, Ethan Sale, Daniel Voiles, Jeff Toledo, Devin Becker, Kyle Matthews, Kat Tellier, Quentin Moore, Bob Sire, Johnny Gardner, Jordan Anderson, Randy Claflin, Keith Batson, Tyler Lyman, Daniel Olson, JT Bryant, Kyle Lynch, and Dylan Poteet. And out of the race, it looks like, because of that, John Arndt and Philip Goldberg. Paul Minnick right now 2 laps down. Not sure quite what happened to John Arndt. He must have been involved in that incident, along with Goldberg. I missed what may have happened to him, but lights are out atop the pace car as they're on the back stretch, coming around to start the 8th of 50 laps. Fastest lap so far of the race is by Zachary Fitzwater Sr. in the Wilson Security Dodge at 229.850. Impala sits second. Like I said at the starting lineup, they swept the Can-Am duels, Denver Matchett winning duel 1, and Garrett Sidnor winning duel number 2. So, can they sweep the race weekend? We'll find out. Pace car getting ready to make that left turn onto pit road and get this race back underway. Pace car makes the turn, field under the control of Emmanuel Hartnett. And we're underway. Hartnett got kind of a good start there as he puts a couple of car length gap between himself and Denver Matchett, but here come Fitzwater and Matchett. Now we're starting to see some cars fanning out a little bit. We're going to see 3 wide between Sekuli and a couple of, Sekuli, Sim, and Dollerton going 3 wide. Now it's Dutta, Davis, and Dollerton as Dollerton gets caught in the proverbial sucker hole, although he does get back down. Let's see quickly. Dylan Poteet definitely not up to speed. Some pretty heavy damage to the Miller Lite Ford. Looks like the other cars that were involved in that incident are up to speed. Batson among others, as he jockeys for position. As we go back to the front. Oh, did I see some damage on the 98 car? As J.R. Tellier bounces off the wall. Yeah, the 98 is coming to pit road. As is Lyman. Wow, heavy damage to the rear of the Arctic Toyota. Something I missed, evidently. As he gets tires. And it looks like Tyler Lyman is also on pit road, as he's getting tires on the Dixon Pencils Ford. And Emmanuel Hartnett continues to lead. What do you say we go on board with one of the rookies in the field, and that's Joshua Sekuli. He's carrying an in-car camera on board the Advance Auto Parts Ford today. We're going to go on to the roof cam. A little bit of a gap between himself and the top 3. His best lap, 229.680. As we go back to the leader. Oh, we're under caution again. Let's see who was the cause of this one. JT Bryant with heavy damage on the Shell Pennzoil Ford. Let's go back and see what happened. Oh, the big one, the dreaded big one has taken place. And I don't believe he was even the original cause of the incident. As we see smoke already in the corner here. No, it looks like it was Charles Sanford that was involved in the incident, along with the Pepsi Ford of Becca Tellier. As we see those two cars spinning. Oh, looks like Charles Sanford blew up. He did. As we're going to slow motion this. Charles Sanford blows up and Becca Tellier just kind of ran him over. He slowed up abruptly, really nowhere for her to go as J.R. Tellier squeezes by, and gets just missed again by Tellier. And he gets hit by Jordan Anderson, who's hit by Johnny Gardner, who's hit by Bob Sire. And Bob Sire does an incredible barrel roll. Oh, my God. That was a wicked, wicked impact. Let's look at that. We're going to slow-mo this one. Sire with just absolutely nowhere to go. As Anderson hits Sanford, launches him back up the track. Johnny Gardner nowhere to go. He's pile driven by Bob Sire. Keith Batson just squeezes by. Oh, and Sire is just absolutely belted in the driver's door by Daniel Olson and just starts barrel rolling. And we're actually going to play that in real time. Certainly not the way they wanted to start their seasons. Oh. Up into the catch fence. Definitely not the way they wanted that to go by any means. And it looks like some cars may have paid a visit to pit road. Let's go back and check that out. Because Hartnett was the leader, but now it's Chris Dollarton. So let's check out Dollarton and see what his crew did for service to the Liberty University Whataburger Buick. I think he might have actually even stayed out to try and maybe gain track position, would be my guess. Yeah, I don't think he even came down pit road. He did not. He was running in 36th position at the time. Did he maybe do a wave around? Let's see. As he goes around to the outside, he passed the pace car. Ooh, that's not a good thing. Yeah, he's 28th position, I believe, on the tail end of the lead lap. He is. And out of the race as a result of that accident are Daniel Olson, Johnny Gardner, Jordan Anderson, Charles Sanford, Becca Tellier, Bob Sire, Kyle Lynch, and I believe Kyle Matthews retired in the original incident along with John Arndt and Philip Goldberg. Robert Kubat on the tail end of the lead lap, Tyler Lyman on the tail end of the lead lap, J.D. Scott, and our leader is actually Garrett Sidnor. So the first four cars, although they are ahead of our leader, are not in a lead position. So let's go back through. Okay, Garrett Sidnor, your leader. Emmanuel Hartnett, Zachary Fitzwater, Andrew Davis, Denver Matchett, Chelsea Bowles, Joshua Sim, Joshua Sekuli, J.R. Tellier, and Ian Dutta make up your top 10. '11th is Keith Batson, 12th Carson Scott, 13th LJ Toledo, 14th Ethan Sale, 15th Jeff Toledo, 16th Kat Tellier, 17th Seth Cole, 18th Quentin Moore, 19th Devin Becker, and 20th Daniel Loyles. Lining up on the inside, and I believe he is 2 laps down. No, he's only 1 lap down, and that's Paul Minnick. As the pace car is going to make that turn onto pit road, and we'll get back to racing on lap number 17 of 50. Garrett Sidnor. Let's see how bad this slower traffic is going to hold up the leader. As he looks to the inside of the Arctic Toyota, but they come down and block him and hold him up. Slower traffic definitely playing a factor here. As Scott goes to the outside and gets out of the way. But he's going to end up holding up Andrew Davis. Tyler Lyman holding up Garrett Sidnor, which is allowing Emmanuel Hartnett to look for that lead as he's going to go to the inside of the Reddit Chevy, but no, Sidnor slams the door. Now on the backstretch is going to be the chance. Sidnor goes to the outside. That's not a move I would have expected him to make. Inside definitely the fastest way around. Hartnett looks to the inside. The Fitzwater is going to take it 3 wide. And looks like Hartnett backed off and made it 2 wide instead of 3, which is a smart move. Let's take a look back through the field. See where your car is running. Slower car of Scott not causing a lot of problems. Looks like Voiles might have bounced the Cheerios forward off the wall. Back to the leader, Garrett Sidnor, as he's looking to give the Impala, the new model making its debut this season, looking to give them the sweep. Winning both Can-Am duels and trying to win the 500, but Hartnett looking to the inside. He wants the lead, and Fitzwater wants it as well. He's looking. But they all go back single file. Are Dollarton, Kubat, and Tyler Lyman going to play a factor in who's going to win this race? We'll find out as Bowles, Sim, and looked like Fitzwater, yeah, went 3 wide. I think Fitzwater might have bounced off the wall. Sorry about that, had to take a quick little drink. As Sidnor continues to lead. Almost halfway home. Lap 22 going into lap 23. So far the cars on the tail end of the lead lap really haven't played much of a factor. They seem to be up to speed with the leaders. The only thing they can hope for is a caution that will bring them back around to join the tail end of the field. As we'll again go back through. Second is Hartnett. Third is Chelsea Bowles. Fourth, Fitzwater. Fifth is Joshua Sim. Sixth is Ian Dutta. In a battle for seventh, we have Davis and Sekuli. Ninth is Quentin Moore. 10th is LJ Toledo. 11th, Ethan Sale. 12th, Matt Johnson. 13th, J.R. Tellier. 14th, Carson Scott. A lap down in 30th is Paul Minnick. We have 15th place, Cat Tellier. A three-way battle for the 16th position between Becker, Baldwin, and Matchett, who bounces the Captain Crunch Impala off the wall. And some pretty significant damage to that car. I don't know what happened there, but he's got some damage that's definitely going to affect his speed. 23rd is Claflin. 24th, Fitzwater. 25th and 26th we have a battle for between Voiles and Batson. And a battle for the lead. Oh, Sidnor bounces off the wall. That's definitely going to slow him down, and Hartnett will take the lead. Bowles goes by. Fitzwater goes by. Looks like Joshua Sim is going to go by. So he goes from the lead to 5th position just by bouncing it off the wall, and that does happen. As we back to the leader, Emmanuel Hartnett. Chelsea Bowles, the rookie contender, looking to the inside. She wants to put the Viva Chevrolet out front. What do you say we crank it up? Hartnett able to get by Tyler Lyman to put him a lap down. Bowles also got by Lyman. So those two have a chance to maybe get a little bit of a breakaway going. But anything can happen. As I said before, about the only hope that Kubat and Dollerton have is to have a caution come out so that they can go all the way around and catch back up to the tail end of the field. As we all know, cautions breed cautions. As Dollerton comes to pit road, more than likely a scheduled stop where he stayed out under that first caution. Fitzwater looks to the inside of Tyler Lyman, and he'll get by, although maybe not. Looks like Lyman's going to have the momentum on the high side, and he does. Sim giving that Jimmy Means Racing Pontiac a good ride, the only Pontiac in the field, as he's in fourth. Ian Dutta, the outside pole sitter, is fifth. Sixth is Davis. Oh, looks like we're under caution, folks. And that was what Kubat and Dollerton needed. However, Dollerton came to pit road, so Kubat's going to get the wave around. And let's see what the cause of that caution was. Was it J.D. Scott that caused? Oh, Seth Cole with some damage to the Geico Dodge. So let's back up and see what happened to him. Yeah, I would say he definitely was the cause of the caution. Let's see what happens here. Right now there's no contact, but I'm going to guess that maybe he and Jeff DeLito made some contact. Sorry about that. Looks like maybe Cole had some kind of a mechanical difficulty. He dropped in speed all of a sudden way down. As you see, yeah, his speed is going way down. I'm thinking something mechanical might have happened to the Geico Dodge, because he just gets slammed from the rear by Randy Claflin in the Red Robin Burgers Ford. Just misses Jonathan Fitzwater. Let's look at that in real time and see if maybe some smoke possibly erupts from the Geico Dodge or what. He just slows way down and gets pile driven by Randy Claflin. And he teleports to pit road. He is coming back onto the speedway, so unknown exactly what happened, but as Hartnett is still on pit road, Pit stops occurring, as you can see. Looks like Ian Dutta is now your leader, followed by rookie Ethan Sale. Zachary Fitzwater Sr. is third. Tyler Lyman still in 27th position. Looks like Jason Haywood's going to take over the fourth position, but let's let him cross the line here, and we'll get a better readout on positions. Randy Claflin out of the race due to damage occurred in that incident. Seth Cole a lap down. Tyler Lyman a lap down. Paul Minnick a lap down. 2 laps down are J.D. Scott and Chris Dollerton. And it looks like Dutta and Sale are coming to pit road. Rubber going on the E.J. Wade Ford. So your leader now is Zachary Fitzwater, followed by Jason Haywood, Dylan Poteet, LJ Toledo, Jeff Toledo, Robert Kubat, Seth Cole is in 31st, Emmanuel Hartnett 8th, Chelsea Bowles 9th, Joshua Sim 10th, Andrew Davis 11th, Quentin Moore 12th, J.R. Tellier 13th, Matt Johnson 14th, Cat Tellier 15th, LJ Toledo 16th, O'Neill Baldwin 17th, Carson Scott 18th, Devin Becker 19th, Joshua Sekuli 20th, Keith Batson 21st, Garrett Sidner 22nd, Jonathan Fitzwater 23rd, Daniel Voiles 24th, Denver Matchett 25th, Ian Dutta will slot in 26th, and Ethan Sale will end up 27th. Lap 34 will be the green flag lap as we get our restart. There are still 25 cars on the lead lap. Fitzwater gets a great start and gets out in front of all of that lap traffic, trying not to get held up. Haywood trying to get around Lyman on the outside, but I don't think that's going to work. Those two racing side by side is going to let the 59 Wilson Security Dodge at Fitzwater just scoot away. Oh, I hear some squealing tires back there. Do we have another incident? It appears that way. The question is, do we have a caution? And we are indeed under caution again. Well, you know what they say, folks. Oh, LJ Toledo with some damage. Sekuli with heavy damage. Becker with damage. Well, let's go with Sekuli's car and see what happened to him. Heavy damage to the Advanced Auto Parts Taurus. Excuse me. Fail on that one. And I don't believe he was even actually originally in the incident. Kind of looking in this pack of cars here, because I believe that's where it all started, but I could be wrong. Let's look at the helicopter view. Maybe we can get a better idea of where this incident began. Oh, right there with Chris Dollerton, I believe is whose car that is. Yeah, sure enough, it's Chris Dollerton who is involved, along with Andrew Davis. And it looks like Quentin Moore might have even gotten a piece of it. Let's look from the far chase view, because I believe that he came across the nose of Andrew Davis. Yeah, he did. He just moved down and came right across the nose of Andrew Davis's National Guard Toyota. I don't believe they're going to be on each other's Christmas card list now. And shoves him down into Quentin Moore. Quentin able to get out of that without a whole lot of damage. Wrinkles up the hood on the Morgan Shepherd Impala. But now let's go, because we did see some pretty heavy damage to Joshua Sekuli's car. Let's check his car out and see what happened to him. Something tells me Dollerton is going to come right back up the track. And it's going to give Sekuli nowhere to go. Yeah, you can see Dollerton's car spinning sideways right back up across the track, right into LJ Toledo. Yep, right into the driver's door of the Nationwide Chevy. And the hole closes. Sekuli has absolutely nowhere to go. Toledo and Dollerton make contact with Becker, who goes into the wall. And Sekuli just drills the Liberty University Buick. Looks like Garrett Sidnor got a little piece of that. Then Jonathan Fitzwater gets a piece of it. Denver Matchett gets a piece of it. Ethan Sale looks like he's going to get by on the inside. Keith Batson looks like he's involved. Or did he actually avoid that? Let's see. I think he just kind of got on the brakes hard to avoid the incident. Let's look from a far chase view. Did he avoid it, or did he actually get a... looks like he probably got a piece of it. Yeah, he gets a piece of Joshua Sekuli's car. That's going to take out some more race cars. The outside pole sitter. I think Ian Dutto was involved. Although Batson does slot in 11th after pit stops. So, let's see who our leader is. Is it rookie Joshua Sim? Yeah. Rookie Joshua Sim now the leader. With Hartnett in second, Davis third, J.R. Tellier fourth, his cousin Cat Tellier holding down the fifth position, O'Neill Baldwin sixth, Carson Scott seventh, Daniel Voiles eighth, Ethan Sale ninth, Ian Dutta 10th, Keith Batson 11th, Jonathan Fitzwater 12th, Zachary Fitzwater Sr. 13th, Jeff Toledo 14th, Dylan Poteet 15th, Jason Haywood 16th, Robert Kubat 17th, Matt Johnson 18th, Quentin Moore 19th, Denver Matchett 20th, and Garrett Sidnor 21st, the last car still on track. And the retirees as a result of that wreck were Chelsea Bowles, Devin Beckwith, Josh Sekuli, LJ Toledo, Chris Dollarton. Daytona chewing up its share of race cars today, folks. There are only 25 cars left on track and 21 on the lead lap. But every position counts for points, so if you can finish the race, that's a good day. The car may not necessarily be in one piece, but you're going to earn points as we get our restart on lap 39. As rookie Joshua Sim looking to get out front with the Jimmy Means Racing Pontiac. Although it looks like some of the field may have other ideas. As the first lead lap car that looks to the inside is Cat Tellier in the Tasty Cake Lincoln. Although those cars are going to hold her up. And Sim gets by all the lap traffic. And he's out front. Here comes Hartnett looking to the inside, but Sim slams the door. Will we get a rookie earning his first career victory here? Or will the veteran, Emmanuel Hartnett, gain a victory? J.R. Tellier looking to the inside of Tyler Lyman, trying to get by him. He's trying to put that Lowe's Chevy in victory lane. As we come by this time, there'll be 10 laps to go. So if you're going to make a move, you better make it now. The time for playing around is done. Aggression needs to come to the forefront here, and if you're going to make a move and try to get this win, you got to make it now. As J.R. Tellier gets by Tyler Lyman going down the backstretch. No, maybe not. Pontiac out front with Joshua Sim. Looks like J.R. Tellier is finally going to get by Tyler Lyman. He does. As does Andrew Davis. Question is Cat Tellier going to get held up, or is she going to be able to get by? She goes to the inside of Davis. She wants position. But Andrew Davis on the high line coming into the tri-oval with momentum. He's going to keep that position. And now Carson Scott looking to the inside. He's going to take the position away from Tellier. Daniel Voiles looking to the inside. All these guys now making moves. Joshua Sims still leading. As they come by, it'll be 6 laps to go. Sim, Hartnett, Tellier with their own little breakaway. JR Tellier, that is. And then the lapped car of Tyler Lyman holding up Andrew Davis. Carson Scott's going to go by. Cat Tellier's going to go by. Daniel Voiles goes by. Will Seth Cole get by? I think Davis will keep the position on Cole. He does. There are 5 laps to go, folks. Let's go on board the pole sitter's car. Emmanuel Hartnett from inside the Zest Ford. And he's actually kind of in the advantageous position when you think about it, because in a super speedway like this, the draft really does play a factor. Is he going to look to the inside onto the backstretch? He does not. He slots back in behind the Alka-Seltzer Pontiac. He now looks to the inside. Oh, Sim slams the door. Three laps to go. Hartnett looking to the inside, can't get it done. Sim comes down and slams the door. As we're back with our leader. Cars coming off of pit road. Oh, Davis with a visit to pit road. Cat Tellier had to pit. A lot of cars having a pit late in the race. That's going to scramble up the positions. Tellier right there on the rear bumper of the Zest Sport as Hartnett looks to the inside. Tellier's going to go with him. But coming into the trial, well, the high side does have the momentum, and Sim is going to keep the lead. White flag, 1 lap to go. How are the positions going to shake out with the late pit stops? Tellier looking to the inside of Hartnett. He can't get it done. Sim's opened up a little bit of a gap here. That's kind of what you want if you're going to have a shot at winning. This is where the move is going to have to be made. I don't think he's going to get it done, folks. I don't think Hartnett has the time to close the gap and get by. Off of turn 4. A rookie is going to get it done, folks. Joshua Sim crosses the line. He's going to win the Daytona 500. Pontiac gets its win. A rookie gets his first career win in his very first start. What a great run by Joshua Sim, folks. Emmanuel Hartnett finishes second after starting on the pole. Carson Scott gets third. Ian Dutta fourth. Zachary Fitzwater Sr. fifth. Jason Haywood sixth. Ethan Sale seventh. Jeff Toledo eighth. O'Neill Baldwin's going to get ninth. 10th will be Robert Kubat. 11th, Denver Matchett. 12th, Matt Johnson. 13th, Dylan Poteet. 14th, Daniel Voiles. 15th, with a late pit stop, and looks like Voiles ran out of gas. Batson ran out of gas. A lot of these cars ran out of gas at the end, trying to push it a little too far. The 17th will be Tyler Lyman. 18th, Cat Tellier. 19th, Paul Minnick. 20th, Andrew Davis. 21st, Garrett Sidnor. 22nd, Jonathan Fitzwater. 23rd will be Seth Cole. 24th, J.D. Scott. And 25th, Quentin Moore, the last and final car running on the track. Retired in 26th is Chelsea Bowles. 27th, Devin Becker. Joshua Sakuli, 28th. L.J. Toledo, 29th. Chris Dollerton, 30th. Randy Coughlin, 31st. J.T. Bryant, 32nd. Daniel Olson, 33rd. Johnny Gardner, 34th. Jordan Anderson, 35th. Charles Sanford, 36th. Becca Tellier, 37th. 38th was Bob Sire. 39th, Kyle Lynch. 40th, Kyle Matthews. 41st, John Arndt. And 42nd and final position is Philip Goldberg. And there you see Joshua Sim in victory lane. And let's get a look at our point standings. Joshua Sim with the points lead, tied with Emmanuel Hartnett. Carson Scott, 3rd. Ian Dutta, 4th. Zachary Fitzwater Sr., 5th. Jason Haywood, 6th. Ethan Sale, 7th. Jeff Toledo, 8th. O'Neill Baldwin, 9th. Robert Kubat, 10th. 11th, Denver Matchett. 12th, Matt Johnson. 13th, Dylan Poteet. 14th, Daniel Voiles. 15th, J.R. Tellier. 16th, Keith Batson. 17th, Tyler Lyman. 18th, Cat Tellier. 19th, Paul Minnick. And 20th, Garrett Sidnor. 21st position is going to be Andrew Davis. 22nd, Jonathan Fitzwater. 23rd, Seth Cole. 24th, J.D. Scott. 25th, Quentin Moore. 26th, Chelsea Bowles. 27th, Devin Becker. 28th, Joshua Sakuli. 29th, L.J. Toledo. 30th, Chris Dollerton. 31st, Randy Claflin. 32nd, J.T. Bryant. 33rd, Daniel Olson. 34th, Johnny Gardner. 35th, Jordan Anderson. 36th, Charles Sanford. 37th, Becca Tellier. 38th, Bob Sire. 39th, Kyle Lynch. 40th, Kyle Matthews. 41st, John Arndt. And 42nd, Philip Goldberg. And our next race is going to be the Folds of Honor, Quick Trip 500 from Atlanta. Don't miss it.